How are we doing, guys? Just gonna go out and get a few bits from the shop. So I thought I would just go live and talk to you all, I guess. So, yeah. Just leaving the place now, so if anybody's here, let me know. So, just been thinking about, kind of just having a fresh start, really. I don't know. I'm just kind of sick of being here, really. Just, say, I just want to go, borrow somewhere, have a day. I don't know, I'm just sick of the people and I don't know. I just don't even really want to go anywhere anymore. So, I was just saying that it just makes me bitter when I just see all the shit going on, and it's just like, people are just not very nice, a lot of them. Especially these younger ones now. I'm like, I just don't want to be around all that shit. I just can't be asked. I'm getting to a point where I just want to be left the fuck alone. Unless it's like an actual good person that I'm with, then it's like, I just want to be left the fuck alone. I can't be asked to deal with people, and people say, oh, go to like social groups or whatever, but I'm like, I just can't be asked to deal with people, unless they're going to be like, I don't know, like I don't know what, that's going to happen. Like, say you go and meet people, and then they're just a lot of them are just a bunch of dicks. I just can't be asked. Just wasting your time just trying to get to know people just for them to just be either dicks. So you just don't really kind of connect or anything. I'm just like, what's the point then? Just can't be asked. It'd be nice if I could, find that special woman, but, even that's kind of, I don't know, unless I just get one from, like, a different country. Some say that, they're better on average. I don't know. I thought these Western women their minds have been poisoned with all this fucking modern feminist fucking bullshit. And all the, just constantly having their egos inflated with social media. It's like social media and dating apps is a woman's playground, and that men in the West just seem to be kind of, fighting over breadcrumbs. Not breadcrumbs. I mean, fighting over scraps. They're just like, it's just a really shitty situation, really. If you're, I don't know, a lot of men are finding that being in the West isn't serving them anymore. You've got men who are like working long hours, and then in order to save money, they're having to like cut the enjoyment out of their life. It's like, at one time you didn't even have to do that. You could save money easily, and you wouldn't even have to work long hours. You could do fine. Hi, Crystal. What? We're on about, don't mention my name on live, please. Or you come in here and so, whatever. Trolls again, isn't it? Yeah, it's just, I don't know, there's always just like toxic people, and either people are jealous of you and they're trying to tear you down because they don't want, it's like if they can't be you, then they'll try and tear you down. The thing is, they could if they really wanted to, but it's like they don't want to bad enough, I guess. I'm doing okay, thank you. So, if they really wanted to like do something, I guess they could, but it's just, You know, if they wanted to get in shape, they could just hit the gym or something, or even work out from home or something like that. They could find a way if they really wanted to, but they'll just get jealous of you if you'd. It's like, for example, I would go out and do busking, and you get all these fucking assholes, and it's just, it really puts me on a downer when people are like that. But I guess it's just a lot of them, because they don't have the confidence to do it themselves, they'll try and put you down, even if you're not bad. You know, that's what, you know, make sure you like the live, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. You're not well. Oh no, that's not good. I hope you get well soon. I'm just going for a walk. I'm going to end up in the shops, but I thought I'd come on live for a little bit and just chat with you all and just see if anyone's around. But I don't know, just another thing that people seem to only want to watch you when there's drama going on or something. It's like, you know, it just shows how toxic people are. It's like they don't care about you when there's no drama. Not interested in you really. They're just kind of, they just want to, you know, watch whenever you're not happy and you're just like low, and because they just, some people out there are just like, they love to watch you be negative and all that. Hello, smart switch. Fuck off. Goodbye. Yeah. Trolls in here already. Sad. So these people just like, this is what I mean, people just trying to project their own fucking misery and self-loathing onto you, you know? That's what a lot of people are doing. It's like, what, can you not do something better with your life? I mean, like, it's just, it's like, it's hard enough as it is without having to deal with all these people. It's like, you're just trying to make something of yourself, whatever, and then you get these people who just try and, it just really gets me irritated. I mean, I need to work on that, but it's just sad, really, that people are so toxic in this world, especially in the West. I've heard that in the East they're a lot nicer, actually, a lot of them. Like, they're a lot less materialistic, and because to me that material wealth is not a measure of success, but it's like, it's all about like how much resources can somebody extract from somebody in this economy in the West. It's just all about dog eat dog, and you know, how can I get your resources from you, like with your money or any kind of assets, with the least amount of effort. You know, they just don't care. Like, they just try and cut corners in order to acquire things. It's just that, I mean, it's not just the big corporations either. It's like even a lot of, you know, small, you know, companies are, even a lot of them could be corrupt. So you can't trust anything hardly. It's just, I don't know. It's like, I want to believe that there is good people out there, and there is, but just when you see a lot of bullshit in the world, it's like, it's just, it just makes you kind of struggle to find hope, really. Like, yeah, sorry to hear about that, Crystal, but I don't know. Like, no one really wants to help you, it seems. Even like family, especially family, actually, a lot of the time. A lot of people are complaining that their own family actually don't want them to succeed. Like, they will not try and be supportive and actually really care about them. They only care about you up to a point, but then if you go try and be something above them, then they don't like that. They don't want to see you better than them, because then that makes them feel inferior. You know, it's just, a lot of people are saying that they'll get more support from complete fucking strangers than their own family. So it's just I don't know. It's just, what do you mean? What do I need help with? I'm just talking in general, like people just not being kind of supportive and just like just talking about people in general, just not really like being. It feels like a lot of people just aren't even really there for you. They're not trying to help you. They're not going to be there with you when you're trying to, like for example, I'd go street performing. Most people wouldn't care. They would just kind of. I mean, I have an odd person that would, but it's just no one really wants to be there for you hardly when it really matters. When it really matters, like they're not anywhere to be seen. So I find that it's kind of a bit disheartening, really, but it is what it is. Sometimes, the path to success is a lonely one. If you want to be successful, then you may well have to go at it alone, because a lot of the people that you thought should be there for you oftentimes aren't. They don't want to support you. They don't want to be by your side to help you. They just so yeah, it's just is the way it is. Can you guys like the live, please? Come on, there's 5 people here and 0 likes. Like I shouldn't have to keep asking. Don't rely on others, mate. Most people are having a hard time just like you. Don't feel bad about it. Okay, David, it's just it just sucks when you're like I don't know. It's like a lot of people probably could do more, but they just don't. I understand everybody's struggling, but wouldn't it be better if we all came together or something? I don't know, like if we all try to help each other, then we'd be a lot better off. I don't know, it's just, people are all like so individualistic nowadays, and instead of coming together and supporting each other, they are like kind of, people are either competing against each other. I mean, competition can be good in some ways, but it can get toxic as well. So, but yeah, it's like I don't want to have to rely on other people, but it's like, for example, in certain ways you have to rely on people, because, like, for example, I don't know, like if you need, to borrow money or something like that, then you need people for that, for example, if you want a loan or something like that, or borrow money from somebody, like, then you need people for that. And it's like, if you do, I don't know, so it's like you can't do everything alone. Yeah, there's not much community now, but it's like if we all came together, then I think the world would be a lot better of a place, because, like, for a start, like the cost of living would be so much cheaper, because I mean, like it would help people get more money, because by trying to do it alone, for example, if someone tries to buy a house on their own, it's going to be a lot more expensive, because just to get the deposit, like you're going to need a certain amount of money, but if you have 2 of you, it's going to be cheaper. So, it's just, it's like, if we, for example, there's like, you get like Asian families, right? They still have, like strong family units and all that, and they can have like 10, 15 people in one house, so imagine like the costs of that. It's going to be very, very little to, kind of live there. They're just, so you might be wondering, like, how are they able to afford all these things? And it's like, part of it is because they're splitting costs, and I mean, I suppose like some of them are kids in there, but they also have a lot of like extended family living with them a lot of the time. They'll have like other relatives and stuff all living together in one house. So What's that? We mean 3 to 4 names each. What are you saying? I mean, it's just that we should be looking at like the people who are able to kind of like do well in life. We should be looking at how they're doing it and how they're networking and building wealth together. There's this acronym that I saw: team. Together, everybody achieves more. So like if you're going at it alone, it's going to be more difficult. Like if you're trying to invest in property or anything, because it's going to take so much more time to get that fund to get started. I mean, there is ways of getting into it by yourself, by buying shares or whatever, but you still need to rely on other people in order to make that happen. Like, for example, putting money into a stock market or something. It's like everything that we do relies on other people to some degree. Unless you're completely self-sufficient. Unless you're like living off grid. But even then, you'll probably still find that you'll rely on somebody at some point. You can't do everything yourself. It sucks, but it's like we're not designed to be able to do everything ourselves, because as the world gets more complicated, then that means that we become more and more reliant on technologies which someone else has had to make that technology, because we don't have the skills to be able to make it ourselves. It's like if they all stop making computers, we're going to be screwed. We wouldn't be able to do it ourselves, and then you would need the software and everything. So all these things you can't do yourself. So we're always relying on somebody in this day and age, at least anyway. Like I said, unless you're completely off grid and you're not relying on any kind of technology, and you're just growing your own food and you're providing your own source of energy or whatever, and yeah. So it's just I don't know. But I'm just thinking about buying a garage or something, just living in that. That might sound kind of odd, but I'm like, fuck it, I don't even care, like, it's just, so what, it's like, yeah. So what, whatever people think, it's like, you get all these people just spending, so much money on buying a house or whatever, and it's like, well, if you don't need all that extra space and all that, all the bedrooms and whatever, then you don't need to buy an expensive house to try and just cut out any unnecessary thing out of your life, because once you cut out all the material crap, then your life doesn't have to be that expensive. But we've all been sold this idea that we need to be, having all these shiny toys and all this crap. It's like, no, we don't need all that. We can just, it's like we should be able to just be happy with just being able to, it's all about having experiences and doing things like traveling and stuff like that. And it's like, even with, say, like, let's say, I don't know, you're making like a decent income, you're 50 grand a year, maybe something like that. That's probably going to be enough to like actually, live a good life, and you probably don't need much more than that. So it's like it's going to get diminishing returns after a certain point. Like I want a boat, but it's like, what, you don't need one though, do you? It's not like really going to make your life that much better. I don't know, unless, I don't know, it's just it'd be nice, but it's like, what I'm saying is, wealth at a certain point, it gets to like, when you get into a point where you want to buy a private jet, then it's getting to a point where it's like, how is getting a private jet actually going to improve your life? So, how is getting a third holiday home gonna improve your life? It's not. It's just extra waste that you don't need in your life. Like, what is the point of that? I just don't really get it. I mean, that's Yeah, I mean that could be a good idea, and make like a good amount from selling fish and stuff, so you can make a good living, I suppose. It all comes down to what you want to do, I suppose. But yeah, I mean that would be like that would be good. It's just yeah, if that's what you're into, then I'd say go for it. But yeah, but there's getting these people just trying to start any kind of business just for the sake of getting rich, but they don't think about their purpose in life and what they really want to be doing. Like for some people, they want to become a doctor, they want to save lives and whatever, but there has to be a purpose, there has to be a passion behind it, I think. Otherwise, you're just going to feel a void. No, I have no intention of joining the army now. I'm restarting the live. There's like hardly anybody here, so